It might be Monday for you, but for us, it's fun day. Welcome to Pardon the Distraction.
Whee!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Pardon the Distraction. I'm one of your hosts, DjBluePDX, and joining me right now, of course, is my wonderfully lovely and insane co-host. It is TheLostDrake, and our special guest today is, oh, no, White. That's right.
Brought to you by the letter zero.
Yes.
Yes.
Zero.
All the no guests this week.
Yeah.
That's
but we're
okay,
coming.
though.
We're working for it. Working through it. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about today.
Yes.
We've got some great promos coming, new game reviews coming. We got a chance to play some great games this last weekend, thanks to some great sponsors.
Yep.
And most importantly, we have got to talk about all things from the Fox News of gaming, Kotaku.
Yeah.
They just walk out swinging. I did. I walked out
he
swinging.
came right for it. Yep. He definitely went right for it. But it's all good. Last week was pretty incredible because we got to play Dying Light 2. And then we led into zombies
Dead
on top of
Island.
zombies, and then we ended up playing Dead Island 2, yes.
So, for
which,
starters, can we
again,
give a
thank you,
shout out
AMD.
to them?
Yeah.
Shout out to AMD and team and the AMD Red team for providing us with those codes. It wasn't just basic baller codes; it was full baller codes.
Yep.
Like they gave us the whole deluxe version of the game. It was wicked. Much love, appreciate it. Thank you. I know I'm wearing a blue Logitech jacket, but we love you.
Yes.
There we go.
Good.
Yeah.
No, they've been awesome. AMD Red Team has been really supportive and backing us up when it comes to all things games. And we also have another game, too, that they gave us a code for, Meet Your Maker, as well. We still have that. We can play that with our
Beat Your
community.
Maker.
That looks very interesting. I don't know. It's not my type of game, but I am excited to play it, and we're going to dive into it at some point.
I thought it was about patricide.
Well, it's basically
It's called Beat Your Maker. Like literally, is it not about kicking your dad's ass? All right.
the beat button's still not working. We are trying to be better about not cussing. It's hard.
I'm not swearing. I just said kicking your dad's ass. Is ass a bad word? It's not like I said his up, but like, come on.
Yes. No, and it's like PG-13. You get to say once, and then after that, it's all downhill. Or you could be like Kaylee and just say it on the middle of our Xbox broadcast. It's fine. Whatever works.
It's a thing.
You know, I've been giving him crap about that like nonstop.
Oh, God,
for a week.
that kid's going to have a complex by the time you're done with him.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much everybody that's ever met me. But
Also that. So.
But yes, so no, we got to play Dead Island 2, and we actually got to dive in for multiple hours. And there was some Twitch drops that happened, and we got to get Fenrir's Howl, which was a shotgun. I haven't used it yet since I stopped playing on Friday. I had a vertigo fit.
Get it, man. Oh,
yeah.
I haven't figured out how to get it, man.
Oh, it's easy. So, basically, the Howl. You have to go to the vendor inside the hotel. So anybody who's watching this, because I know a lot of people have been asking about this, and the
hotel?
So there's the
What
hotel.
hotel?
There is a hotel, and you have to go talk to the vendor.
Hold on, the one with all the safety deposit boxes.
Yes, but there is a vendor that shows up that we will be
In
able
there.
to get it later in the game.
Later? Oh.
And
well, I'm in Bel Air right now. I think I just escaped
Born and
Bel
raised
Air.
on the playground, where you spent most of your days.
Yes, most of it, and now I'm back out of it. I shocked a bunch of hoo-haws, and I've left there to go back and get the crazy people in the house.
Did you fight the testosterone boosted individual Bridezilla?
God.
All right, so we're back for a brief second because DJ
Lost his filters.
yes. So none of that. He was Morse coding for help, and we found it in the backlogs of a very
I was Morse coding for something.
Webster.
I mean, Webster was small enough to fit in there.
why we can't have nice things.
Yes.
Anyway,
all right.
So no. Besides the point, though.
I feel like Combat Rhino's gonna laugh his ass off when he
he's
hears
gonna
that,
lose
but
his
he's
shit.
also gonna be like, "Holy crap, this has to be cut."
Every single time he edits these, he has to go back and just be like, "What the did I get myself into? Why am I editing this?"
Why am I doing?
They can't just make it easy and go through a whole recording without fucking something up. Ah!
Congratulations, you no.
Oh my God, we're trying to be better, YouTube. Okay, we're trying. It's hard when you've been in the military as long as we were.
That's why he has an editor. I don't actually give a flying about your stupid rules. This is why nobody likes you, YouTube.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? Why don't we just say and move our over to up? We could actually have a podcast on Hub. Or we could do our podcast on OnlyFans. Just for the distracted.
And we wouldn't have any
requirements. Well, it's called Just for the Fans. Yeah, you're right. That's a problem. Well, we could do unedited versions on the OnlyFans.
Let's just make toe sock puppets, and we'll cater to all the toe crowd. And then it'll just be our toes talking with our feet, and then we voice over them.
Line there.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
What about the
totally derailed?
What about tase?
Like getting tased?
No. Well, we already got rid of Poe. Now we've got tase. Toes. Potatoes.
Right now,
it's gonna be a real short show today because our patience is getting
Our podcast is going to be 12 minutes long this week. Oh, Christ.
Wait, do we have to edit that out?
I don't know. I don't care.
All right, we'll figure it out later.
Whatever.
Anyways,
at your discretion, Rhino.
So let's go ahead and start by jumping into the brand new content coming in from Dying Light. It's Dying Light 2 had a brand new update. What was really great about it is they completely rebalanced the farming capabilities in there, but also they improved some of the varying different multiplayer mechanics, which was fun. We got to go in there and destroy the crap out of people. Unfortunately, Drake experienced 1,000% what it's like to constantly have to be picked back up by people who don't know how to throw a grenade.
Oh, no, wait. I threw grenades just fine.
Us.
I just threw grenades, and I win.
You killed your teammates. You are worse than me in Rainbow Six Siege.
Look. You know what? That's why I don't play games where I can kill my teammates, because I kill them. That's why they took it out of Fortnite, because people like me.
I kill all the people, and then they get mad at me because it's like my neighbor, and we have homework together, and then yeah.
I was perfectly fine lobbing grenades at zombies, and it was fine.
Yeah, except for you lobbed them at us.
I bounced them off of your head.
Fighting to protect you.
I bounced them off of your head.
Just because it's shiny doesn't mean it's less impactful when it comes to, hey, it's called an impact grenade. It impacts something. Like my skull.
It has like a 4-second delay. It's not impact, because if it hits you immediately, then it would blow up. It was like beep, 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 boom.
Okay. It's also true. And then so we got a chance. Yeah, we had a chance to sit there and play around with Dying Light. Obviously, one of my favorite games ever. Back on the 360 in 2013 was when Dead Island came out. And Dead Island was an absolute smash hit from day one.
I beat the Silver.
Oh, yeah. I beat the crap out of that game on the Xbox 360. And then many, many, many years later, they finally came out with what I will definitely say is an incredible sequel so far. And I'm only just a mere few days into it. And I'll be honest, the way that I know that a game is incredible is because I lost track of time while playing it.
Yeah, we
did. Was late to my own DJ set.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was like, fine, I'll play music. But honestly, I know what I want to do. And I want to go be playing the game.
Yep.
And I went back and did it again.
Yep.
Saturday was the same way.
And then he got farther than me, and now I'm screwed.
What? No, I'll come back and get you.
Yeah, but now I'm behind, and I hate it.
All I will say is that the blue freaking... be careful with that, the blue golf club that comes out of the back of the coach's car because that will fly out of bounds underneath the car, and you can't get it if it's underneath the car.
Well,
I can see it, but I can't get it.
Did you get the mace yet?
What?
The mace?
Only the window.
God damn it. No, but Jesus. No, there's a mace, an electrified mace, and
yes,
yeah, you get that from killing the Bridezilla.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Yeah,
Bridezilla was easy.
But then later on, you get the dual katanas, and I got that from the influencer's house. Did you do the influencer's house thing, where you're actually supporting a content creator while they're streaming?
Oh yeah, I did that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, which was really funny because we actually said it was Amaranth's house, and it ended up being somebody very similar to Amaranth, which is kind of funny. Which, by the way,
that was the best part.
I think it was funny because people in the community were saying, "Oh, it's Amaranth's house," and we were like, because it had like all these movie sets and like all these things everywhere. Yep. We're like, "This is definitely a content creator's house," and then she ended up being on the roof. No, but we did. We had a blast with it. We got to play for, I want to say, 5, 6 hours?
5.5 hours? Yeah. We had a blast with it.
And then I played maybe 2 hours after that. So we might be on the same spot. I don't know, maybe. Because I know you explore a lot more.
Yeah, I do. I take a lot longer. He's sprinting through. I'm looking for all the cool stuff in the backgrounds. I'm expecting every room, every little nook and cranny, finding all the fun stuff. No, you run past so much that you have no idea what you looked at.
No, I go through, I grab everything. I'm just quick. I'm used to it because I'm used to the RPG feel of things where I explore every nook and cranny and I go fast. I don't stop. Like DJ explains everything in detail. I don't do that. I just move. When while he's explaining one thing, I'm already like 7 things ahead because that's just how we are differently in video games. But that's why having those different perspectives in video games are so important, and why he's getting pardoned by the distraction. I'm over there running around ADHD style, like, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny, ooh, shiny.
Yes. Yeah. And then I have to remember where I'm going, why I went there, and deciding whether I want to go back. Because, of course, once you've gone through a certain place, you can't get there again. It's like, do I want to risk it?
Well, actually, that's not true. I actually read online because somebody was telling me that once you have unlocked it, you can go back to any area on the map at any given time. And loot respawns. So if you run out of mats, you can actually run back to the original spot and grab all the original loot again. Unless it's a special item. So that's kind of cool. And when you play with multiplayer, actually the spawn rate is more generated and there's actually more loot when you play with people. And if you play with 4 people, you get even more loot, which is cool. And everybody shares, which is cool, but not the weapons.
So what I really like is the fact that there's a massive community value to this when it comes to interactivity, when it comes to just engaging with other people who are in the game, finding new content creators, finding new people to play, but also bringing other people out of their shells who are like, yeah, killing zombies is fun. Let's go ahead and do it. And it's a great adventure. Obviously, they set a whole new theme, Silver did, when they created the first one. And it was a whole different variance when it comes to all things we thought we knew about zombie games.
Yeah.
And then
they all sucked until that one.
Yeah. And then Dying Light came out. It was rocking. And then Dying Light 2 came out, and it's absolutely incredible. And then Dead Island 2 comes out, and it's also absolutely amazing. And I'm only a few hours out of the 80, 90 hours of
well, from what I've heard,
play?
You can beat the entire campaign if you speed run it. You can beat it in 8 hours. But
if you
actually do all the side quests, everything, it's up to 60, 70 hours. And this is just the start. I guess they're going to be adding stuff to it, just like they do with Dying Light and other games.
Just like they do with not with Halo.
Well, yeah. Well, rip. But I will say this is that there also seems to be an influence of the co-op coming back now that the pandemic's over. I don't know if you noticed that. Like, all the games are now starting to come out with co-op, which is great because us as content creators, not being able to play with the community and them just watching you, sometimes it's okay because the game's so intriguing and the story's so awesome and you can just explain it and like almost like the gamer Bible version of playing the game where you can go through and like actually like read into the lore and everything else. That's fun. But some games are not that way, and they are very boring unless you have people with you. And I will tell you right now, Dead Island 2, me and DJ playing it, that experience between our personalities playing a game together, and then if we got 2 other people in there playing 4-player co-op, the chaos that would ensue and the clips and the funny moments, those type of things are what make games great. The experience. And I know community members love watching us be assholes too.
Oh yeah, not.
So
that was hilarious.
Yeah, but we also have a game in less than a week. We have Redfall coming out free on Game Pass, and Xbox is going to be releasing that on Xbox Ultimate. So you're going to be able to play with anybody on PC or on Xbox, which is really cool. And I believe it's going to be on the Nvidia service as well, because they just signed that contract. So people will be able to play it across the board. And I believe that it's going to be on the AMD service as well. So there's going to be so many different little chunks that like everybody can play. If you're on PlayStation, you're not getting it. But
not gonna have it right now.
But
later you will.
The other difference between Redfall and other games is it's going to be an ongoing, continuous game. They're making it like Bungie's Destiny, where it's going to be continuous. They're going to keep adding to it. They're going to keep growing. It's going to keep having content drop. But instead of zombies, now we're going to be fighting vampires. And you have to actually, I was reading an article on this today. It was actually really cool and intriguing. And I don't remember where the article was from, but either way, I'm sure you can find it online. But this article was really interesting because they were talking about, they got to do a play test of the actual game. They got to play for 4 hours in multiplayer with 4 people running. First off, They said, anybody worried about running at 30 frames per second, don't worry about it, because it is going to come with a performance and a quality mode, both of them, after post-launch. So everybody that's like freaking out about it, shut up. Because they are planning on, they didn't want to delay the game. They rather get the game out so people can play it, and then it's a quality of life update, and then boom. Would you rather wait for the game 6 months for an upgrade in the frame rate, or play now? I would rather play now, as long as it runs smooth. And from all the reviews of all the devs, people that have got to play it early, the early playtest said it runs very smooth. It runs very clean. It looks really good. You wouldn't even notice any frame rate difference at all, especially on the Series X. And the Series S, they said there were mild tearing. I've read on some reports there was mild tearing, but not noticeable enough to where you're like, oh my God, it ruined the game. Every game when it launched is going to have bugs. We don't know what we're going to dive into. Once they get everybody on these servers, we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, look at Halo. You know what I mean? I always use that as the fall guy, and no pun intended. But we don't know what's going to happen until the game comes out, and it's a work in progress game, you know? So, but from what I was reading, which was really interesting, DJ, and I think you're going to love this. So there's vampire lords in the game.
Yes.
And they have different houses, and basically when they turn people, those people follow that vampire lord. And your goal in this game is not only to rid the people from Redfall, but you have to figure out how they turned into a vampire in the first place and became a vampire lord, and learn their backstory. And then after you learn their backstory, that is your gateway to how to defeat them, which is really cool.
For the love of God, tell me that there's going to be actual talking, and it's not going to turn another Final Fantasy. You've got to read all the text situation.
It's Dishonored Studio.
Oh, thank God.
Dishonored, everything is voiced.
Yes.
And you say that about Final Fantasy, but all Final Fantasy has voice acting. Every single one. The only one you're comparing it to is online. And then when they came out later, here, DJ, look. So the one that you played, look, I'm going to clarify this right now.
First impressions are the most important ones.
So he played Final Fantasy Online, and he hated it because there was no dialogue, and he had to run around a lot, right?
Those were a lot.
But
it was just a lot of repetitive stupidity.
When that game first came out, which was forever ago, it did horribly. So they remade it. That's why it's called A Realm Reborn. They remade it. Then every expansion after that, the dialogue and the talking and the voice acting was going forward. It was just that first launch because it was an older game.
Okay.
So all the newer stuff, all the newer expansions, once you get through the first level 60, everything after that, it's all voice acted. Unless it's just a random NPC, you're just picking up a quest and who gives a but if it's a story, yes, there's always voice acting. But
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you played the Dishonored series, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did you play both of them?
Yeah, loved it.
And then obviously there was the DLC that had like the prequel side quest stuff.
Yeah. Now, granted, I'm going to be honest. The second one was amazing, but I liked the first one better.
Yeah, the first one was better. Yeah, I agree. I love Dishonored 1. Dishonored 2 was good. It wasn't bad, but I loved the first one. The story was fantastic. Yeah. I think the second one, had a little bit of, they were trying to lock on to the story concept for the first one, and they just couldn't match it because the first story was so good. And then, and then also, then they had other games that came out. They had We Happy Few, which was the game that came out after that. And that game was incredible. Very crazy.
I got I would say a couple hours into it, and then something occurred, and I just never picked it back up again.
Well, there you go. You got another game in your back catalog to play. But we're going to have Redfall launching, I believe it's the 2nd or the 3rd, right? Something like that. It's next week. Whatever next week's launch date is. So we're going to have that. And then also this week, for all of you Genshin Impact fans, we have Star Rail coming out on the 26th, which is a sci-fi action adventure with that anime style. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody plays those type of games, but it is fully voice acted, DJ. And it looks pretty damn incredible. I actually am really excited about it. I love anime in general, so it definitely caters to, I mean, I hate to say it, but the weeb crowd. And the people.
What the hell does that mean?
A weeb? You don't know what a weeb is? It's basically somebody who is obsessed with anime. Pretty much.
Got it. Okay.
I know. I find these things out as a dad for my 14-year-old daughter, or the words cringe. Don't be cringe, Dad.
How do you not know what that means?
I know what that means, but I'm just saying.
Okay, good.
Yes, I'm just saying. But there's a lot of slangs and stuff that they tried to repurpose that were slangs from when we were kids, and I'm like, that doesn't mean the same thing. What the hell are you talking about? And she's like, no, that's what kids say now. I'm like, what the? I forget. She told me something just recently. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah. Like, that was something that kids said back in '92.
Yep. And they're like, no, it's not. We just made it up.
We invented that. No, Gen Z, calm down. No, you didn't.
Right.
You
Everybody needs to take a
repurposed
deep breath. You're the least creative group of people yet.
Well, they're going to be the people that are going to change the future. So hopefully they learn a lot more than old sayings and repurpose them. Otherwise, we're going to be in a vicious cycle.
If they can get their ass off TikTok for 5 seconds.
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
But no, it's fine. I get it.
I love TikTok.
But no, so we got Star Rail coming out. Then we've also, of course, the big one this week. More excited than any game so far this year. The new Star Wars game. That game looks incredible, and I'm going to be playing it this week as well. I believe it comes out on Friday, the 28th, 4 days. So what's Thursday, Friday? Yeah,
Friday. It's going to be Friday.
So yes, we're going to be playing that. So we'll have a review on that next week, and we're rounding out our guest schedule as well, just so you guys know too. We are trying to get some really crazy peeps on here, and we are super excited about it.
So excited for more people to cancel.
Yeah, no, not cancel. Just literally just busy. Life gets busy, and we get it. But not only that, but we record in the middle of the day on a Monday. So most people are working, unfortunately. That's just the way it works. But yes, we're gonna have some more guests on here. I have some plans to bring on some other content creators, get some perspective from not only the affiliate side, but viewers, regular community members, which we did last week, which was awesome. And then also other partners as well, and get everybody's feedback and their take on the industry as a whole. But as far as games go, out of those games that we just announced, what are you most excited for?
Jedi.
Yep.
I think there are so many different reasons to be excited for that game, but I think most importantly, it is the fact that if we can continue with the significant support of Connor Monaghan's character that there's a real chance Connor can possibly pull this off in a film. And if they could manage to transition for the first time ever, game to a continuation film to a continuation game so that you are following the storyline you play in the game, it is not only going to encourage people to play the game, but give them a better insight as to what's happening in the movie, even though they're going to have to do a recap at the beginning.
Yes, and there's a lot of people too that have brought the similarities.
I love Connor Monaghan.
Well, there's a lot.
He's hilarious. He's gorgeous.
There's a lot of stuff that's brought into canon.
Nick Cannon?
No, not Nick Cannon.
So
we don't have enough babies to fill movies.
I was going to say, there's not enough uterus in the world to actually house his. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he was just saying he wanted to impregnate Taylor Swift the other day. Did you hear about that? Yeah.
Sorry, I threw up my mouth a little. Like, Taylor Swift's already a problem. But
anyway, so I digress. But my point is that we do, there are a lot of things from that game that made it into the Mando series, to Boba Fett, to definitely, it is canon. So they're not Nick Cannon, but regular canon for Star Wars. And they're also starting to dive into the older books too. And with all the announcements of the Star Wars celebration, and May the 4th is right around the corner, which is Prime Celebration.
God, which I can't wait to show you guys what I've got on May the 4th.
Yup.
But I can't talk about it now.
Yes.
But I can tell you it's coming.
As well.
It's coming on...
I say you launch it before then.
I say that I try not to ruin any potential NDAs that I have. That'd be grand.
Nah, just do it.
just
do
say it. All right, there we go.
Yeah, just, you know what? Hey, look, at the end of the day, he's going to be showing off.
Yeah.
All the above. But yes, no, we've got a lot of stuff lined up for next month too. May is going to be actually very eventful for both of us. I mean, obviously, we're going to be doing our build up and getting everything prepped. I'm actually getting all my marketing materials. I'm going to be printing out a bunch of new stickers and some handouts and stuff for DreamHack. I've got some new merch that's launching tomorrow, me personally. I've got a lot of stuff ready to go. And I'm really excited too, because all my merch is going to be based around Star Wars without breaking copyright, of course. So yeah, no, I'm super excited about it. And then, so yeah, when you guys watch this, you guys get to hear it first or be in the channel tomorrow. But yeah, me and DJ have been ramping up. We've been playing games a lot more. He's been raiding a lot more in Destiny, so he's been enjoying that, which is good. And we're still trying to get him the right roll auto rifle for Destiny 2, so we've been doing that. And we are less than 30 days. As of tomorrow, we are less than 30 days for the brand new season of The Deep, the brand new expansion / season for Destiny 2, which is going to be coming out. A lot of leaks have been happening. A lot of controversy has been happening. There was a big content creator that I guess has been going to summits for the last several years and couldn't keep said mouth shut. And even after sending NDAs, is in a heap of I won't say any names, but it is pretty bad. And guys, being in this industry, if you are obligated to sign an NDA or a non-compete or disclosure agreement of any kind, and you go out there, your ass is grass. You literally gave up your rights when you signed that contract. And if you were caught doing it, and it was kind of a nice segue, you know, because we were talking about all the stuff that DJ is going to be on stream on the 4th and beyond. All those things are going to be very awesome for everyone, you know, but you need to be professional, you know, whether you're an affiliate, whether you're a partner, whatever the case may be, if they're sponsored, make sure you guys don't do that. But I will say that Bungie, I think, handled it very well, but obviously the toxicity of the internet took rampage. Partners were trying to defend said person, only to be caught in the themselves because they were defending it. Or her.
Now you're an asshole. Congratulations.
So there's been a lot of controversy with it in the Destiny community. That has been a big thing. A lot of leaks have been happening recently, and a lot of people think it was from the said individual. So nobody really knows. But there has been some cool things that were leaked online that do look legitimate. Me being a Destiny content creator, you know, I truly don't want to see it. But sometimes you can't help it. When you're on social media, all of a sudden you come across it, you're like, why?
Nope.
Why?
I just don't. Mm-mm.
Why? Because
turn it off autoplay, dude.
well, I don't have it on autoplay. It'll literally just be like somebody I follow, and they're like, "Oh, did you see this?" And I'm like, God. And I'll just see an image of it. I already know what it is because I'm so wrapped up in the Destiny lore. So that type of stuff. It's like people who spoil movies. You know, get your together. Don't ruin it. I mean, obviously we've got Guardians of the Galaxy coming out.
Don't
in
be a bag. Agreed.
2 weeks, which I'm excited for that. But
you
yeah,
say it
no,
really
there's
fast,
so
it sounds like tweaks.
What?
If you say it really fast, it sounds like tweaks.
What tweaks? Oh, leaks?
2 weeks.
Oh, tweet or a tweeling. Or a tweeling, because it's May the 4th. See what I did there? But yes, we've got a lot of stuff ramping up, getting excited for May. And then also, with all of you guys, we want to get you guys more involved. So I want you guys in chat below right now, if you're watching this, make sure that you guys comment what you guys want us to talk about, what your favorite game is, what you guys would love for us to cover, because we are always looking for topics to discuss. And obviously this podcast is not just about what we want to vent about, but what you guys want to vent about. So if there's something specifically in the gaming industry, movies, anime, comics, we are planning on bringing on some more diverse crowd too. We definitely want to bring every walk of life on this show, because we really do want everybody to be able to voice their opinion.
Yes.
And be able to have that voice to be able to reflect what they believe in. We don't have to agree with it, because I'm a very strong-willed individual on certain things, like Apple sucks. But, you know, I don't care. And you can't bleep that one out, because I'll just say, right? But at the end of the day, like, everybody has their voice. But, like, for both of us, right? So we are both going to DreamHack Dallas, which is on the first week of June. Which is one day after my daughter's birthday. So I'm glad it didn't land on my birthday or on her birthday, because then I wouldn't have been able to go. So I'm very excited for that. But I am going to be arriving that Friday, first thing in the morning. I think from here to Dallas, I think it's only like an hour flight, maybe 2. I don't know. How long is it from Phoenix to Dallas on a flight?
2.5.
2.5? Okay. Well,
maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 1.5.
Because I know it's a 45-minute flight from Phoenix to San Diego. 45 minutes. It's so quick.
Yeah, but you're in Arizona. You got to get through that. What is that desert state? New Mexico, something or other.
The state that doesn't have a sports team or any kind of. New Mexico. I mean, they're known for green chilies. I'll give them that.
And for an educational standard that is equivalent to Mississippi.
Anyway, so
sorry.
But yeah, anybody in New Mexico just unfollowed. Sorry, guys.
We love you.
Yeah. Look,
we pray for you. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Well, could always be worse. You could be Florida. So
one's shaped like a box,
look,
the other's shaped
I'm
like
in Arizona. I don't have much room to talk either. All right, like I'm just saying, like I'm in Arizona, but we're slowly turning things around here, which I'm kind of excited about. But you know, like I said time and time again, you know, it doesn't matter what you believe in, where you come from, your background, as long as you're not a head, you're welcome on here.
Yeah. Yes.
So, and whatever you do when you edit this, Rhino, if you put any kind of genitalia on me, you're fired. But yes, no, there's a lot of yes, no, all the above. We also have Legend of Zelda in a week and a half, which the new Legend of Zelda looks amazing. I cannot wait to play that. And then we got 6 days left of the month, right? 6 days, yes. 31 days, yeah. Yeah, we have that left for the month, and me and DJ have actually had a lot of support this month. It's been really great. We've had a lot of community members come in real heavy this month and supporting us. So again, thank you for anybody who's
huge shout out to all the people for that one. Yeah,
you guys have been awesome. And we can never say thank you enough for all of your support. So seriously, thank you, because without you, we can't do what we love to do. And the podcast is going to be getting sponsored here very soon. We're working on some arrangements and working on some stuff to make things happen. So when that happens, and sponsors, if you're listening and you haven't checked your emails, do it now.
Do it.
But yes, so we're getting some stuff going, which means more giveaways, more reviews, more cool stuff. You know, I personally love to give back. So, and I know DJ does too. So if we can give back to anybody that needs it, or if there's any parts or components or things that we like to support, but also at the same time, you guys support us by picking those items up. So
yes,
there's that. So other than that, DJ, what else do we talk about? Or is that pretty much a wrap for this week?
I think that's pretty much a wrap for this week because I've got a beatboxing appointment. Plus, I've also got to figure out how to do the Running Man backwards. I'd also really like to know how to play basketball while performing the moonwalk. So my Monday is very, very full right now.
I was trying to figure out how to take a poop backwards.
I mean, that's called a tiz. It tis the way that spelled backwards. I win. All right. You can find the
here's the real
Drake.
question, though. No, but here's the real question. If you in a toilet backwards in Australia, are you really the right way or the?
It depends on whether or not you tarf first or fart first. Oh, that's trash.
That's why we don't have friends.
Also that. Okay. Where can they find you, Drake?
The Lost Drake across the board. We are everywhere. We are nowhere. You can find us on all things Lost Drake. The Lost Drake. And again, I will be launching brand new merch this week, so make sure you guys check it out. If you guys are Star Wars fans, I know you guys will enjoy it. AKA Baby Yoda stuff.
Yes. I'm DjBluePDX. You can find me on all the platforms of DjBluePDX. You can also find me Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific. That's 2 Eastern at CLX Gaming TV, where we go inside customer builds and assemble them from the ground up. That being said, thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Here.
Yeah, on our show. Sometimes your brain fart. I lost thought mid-process. My ADHD is literally at an all-time high.
I thought the stream froze for a second because you just like paused in the middle. I was like, wait, what? Where? Find us where? You were just like, yeah, you can find us.
Yes. All the stuff. Yes,
Trafting. Yes, word of the week, trafting. TRAF. Why? Because we're backwards. All right.
Also
On that note, have a wonderful day. Bye.